Stop number 12 on the NNSCRA Hunt Brothers Pizza Truck Series brings us to Springfield. Fairgrounds, the dirt track here today. I noticed that Heartland Park Topeka was the next stop on the tour, but after test races and all that stuff, well, that track ended up being a no-go. Let's put it that way. And we had so many people, had so many spins and so many crashes and all that stuff, and all this other out of control things, and so Heartland Park has been removed from the schedule, and so this track here, the Springfield Mile Dirt Track, will be the next race on the schedule, and so that's where we're at here today. 50 laps of racing is the order today, and on the pole for this race here, it is number 24, Nathan Orman has the pole for this race at 118 miles an hour. He'll be alongside Seth Cole at number 25. Second row sees Jessica Shelton at number 4. She has one of our 3 in-truck cameras in today's race. She'll be alongside Keith Batson at number 28. Third row sees number 88, that is Zach Winkle, and number 80, Jesse Turner. Fourth row has number 17, Robbie Bogues, and number 21, Quentin Moore. Next row down has number 7, that's Logan Williams, and number 29, Johnny Gardner, who won at Milwaukee this season. Next row has Josh King, his best qualifying run this season, I believe, too, in number 49. He's alongside number 83, that is James Sykes in the Coffee Critic Chevrolet. Next row after that would be number 38, Dexter Black, and number 87, Cassie Dent. Next row down has number 6, that is Nathan Hudson. He's alongside number 19, Sebastian Dent. Next row down has our second in-truck camera, Levi McIntyre, number 99, and number 18, Stephen Collins is alongside. Next row down has number 75, Zachary Fitzwater, and number 94, Gene Sanford. Next row down has number 30, Rob Evans, and on Team Mopar Dodge. He won at California this season. And number 3, Cole Devers is alongside the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Next row down has number 43, Mike Becker, and number 50, Kat Batson. Next row down after that would be number 5, Phil Parker. He is flanked by number 62, that is Roberto Crown Jr. Next row down after that would be number 2, Dylan Young. He'll be alongside number 06, Mitchell Collins. Next row down has Joshua Osborne at number 98. He is flanked by truck number 48. It is Paul Minnick. Next row down has Charles Sanford, who won at Colorado National Speedway, the last race on the tour. He'll be alongside number 60, that is Daniel Bouchard. Next row down has number 86, Ty Dent, and number 8, that is Matt Haas. Then after that would be number 52, Kyle Matthews, who has our third in-truck camera, the AC Delco Chevrolet, coming from way out back. He's alongside Matt McIntyre, number 44, the Federated Auto Parts Ford. And starting shotgun in the field would be number 81, Scott Upton, and number 1, Henry Williams. So that's your starting lineup for today's race here at Springfield. So that being said here, 50 laps of racing. We are going dirt track racing here today. And even it may not be Eldora though, but this is one of the favorite dirt tracks on the NNSCRA schedule. That and probably the Coin may be one of the others. So here's the command to fire the engines here for this race.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Command given to fire the engines as we get some racing here today as the pace truck leads the field around for the pace lap. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Field being led in the turns number 3 and 4 here. Nathan Orman, the number 24 GMAC Chevrolet, has the pole for this race here. And alongside is Seth Cole, the numbers 25 Sitgo Superguard Dodge. As he'll come off turn number 4, Ormond and Cole lead him down to the start-finish line. Pace truck is already on the pit road as the fans are jam-packed into the stands to see 38 trucks in action, getting down and dirty. Green flag flies are underway here at Springfield. Nathan Orman got the early jump, but here comes Jessica Shelton in number 4 going for the lead as they come off turn number 2. Orman gets off the wall a little bit, And that's going to give Shelton the lead coming in turn number 3. Zach Winkle looks to the low side coming through turns number 3 and 4. Shelton, the winner twice this season so far. She won at Martinsville and Sonoma, and she'll lead lap number 1 here at Springfield. Jess, one of those drivers in hot contention for the championship here this season. She is currently, I think, 3rd or 4th in the points coming into this race, I think, too. As we watch Johnny Gardner move inside of Zach Winkle for 2nd place in the Mopar Dodge. Johnny, winner at Milwaukee this season. And his buddy Quentin Moore coming up right behind him in the 21 Ortho Ford as they come off to number 4. And several trucks here getting a bit strewn there on the front stretch here as Nathan Ormond, the pole server this race here, has fallen back just a bit right there. Jesse Turner on the outside, as is Seth Cole. In the number 25, the 7 of Logan Williams. And several other trucks as well, too, as we watch Fitzwater in the 75 and going 3 wide between he, Jesse Turner. Oh, no, they're 4 wide through there now. This is not going to end well. Come out that 4th corner. Winkle. Oop, they held it together. So, somehow, and here we go again. They're going to go 4 wide through off turn number 2. And they're 4 wide, 2 rows deep there. And problems over. Jesse Turner has spun coming on the back stretch. And one other truck's got around here. Matt McIntyre's got some damage to his truck. Bouchard, I think, snuck through. Cassie Dent snuck through. Robbie Bogues. Gene Sanford. That was a red truck that spun there, number 94, Super 8 Motels Ford. And Cassie Dent, just when we were talking about her, she spun. Just when we said she was okay, she spins in number 87. And Johnny Gardner took the lead from Jessica Shelton coming to the start-finish line to the yellow flag here. And big problems happening on the 4th lap of this race here. And they're off to a pretty good start here at Springfield, but I kind of figured when they got 4 wide through there, it was going to be a little bit of a challenge to make it through. And Jesse Turner in the 88, sadly for him, found that out. He got right up alongside the 83 of James Sykes there in the Coffee Critics Chevy, and then right around they go. Keith Batson got a piece of it too. I think leaned up almost against his wife, Kat. But Turner's around and around he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. But then number 49, Josh King, goes right in there, gets a little bit of damage to his truck. Everybody else seemed to be sneaking through okay. There was Dylan Young, Kyle Matthews, Levi McIntyre, and there's where Matt McIntyre, that is, got right into him, and Gene Semper got turned by Roberto Crown Jr. for no reason and just turned her dead in the wall. And then Gene actually also got tapped by the 87 of Cassie Dent. And I think I see a slight hook on Daniel Bouchard's car, but I don't think it's going to slow him down a little bit. I don't think it's going to slow him down at all. But, so, caution number 1 flying here today on the 4th lap of this race here, and several trucks had some good views of this here, as we're gonna ride inside with a couple of trucks here. First, from the truck of Kyle Matthews, he had one of our 3 in-truck cameras in today's race. Let's see how he got through this wreck. And Kyle hardly even let off the gas. I mean, I don't know how that did. And here's how Levi McIntyre made it through this crash. He actually got the wall coming off turn number 2, though, but like Kyle Matthews, he also found a line to make it through, and successfully made it through here. He runs 22nd. Kyle Matthews heading back is right there behind him in 23rd. Charles Sanders 24th. So Johnny Gardner in number 29 is going to lead the field to the green flag here as we're about to get set to go back to racing here at Springfield Raceway, as we'll be on the 9th lap when this race restarts here. Robbie Bogues in the 17 truck is going to be a lap down here as he is on the inside lane, trying to get back on the lead lap before we can get another caution flag here, which I'm thinking it's being a third truck. We probably might do so here. Green flag flies are back underway here at Springfield. Second place is Dexter Black. Third position is Clinton Moore. Fourth is Jessica Shelton. Fifth is Zachary Fitzwater. Nathan Hudson's in the sixth position as several trucks have gotten off the wall. Come on, turn number 2. And Robbie Bogues is now right in front of Johnny Gardner. If he can try to stay ahead of him here, if we can get a caution flag here. As they come to the start-finish line here, look at this gaggle of trucks. They're 3 wide for about second place between Fitzwater, Shelton, and several others here. In fact, Shelton's gotten by Fitzwater, as now Bogues got off the wall a little bit, come off turn number 2, and Jess is all over the back over Johnny. In fact, here she comes to the low side looking for the lead. She led a couple laps earlier in this race here as they come off turn number 4. And who leads this lap between the 4 and the 29 trucks? Looks like it's going to be the 4 of Shelton leading this lap. And so Jessica brings her truck back to the top spot. Slinging dirt and slinging mud there. That's what we're all about here today at Springfield, at the Springfield Mile. As here comes Nathan Hudson to the low side there for second place. There as he and Fitzwater and Gardner go 3 wide. Now Dexter Black in the 38 truck. That's one of the Ty Dent's drivers, I should say, too, in the 38 machine. And he has not had a good season so far. You're talking about Dexter Black in that blue channel lock number 38. But he's doing a heck of a job here today. Going through the 3rd and 4th turns now as Hudson goes to second place here. And now Dexter Black battling with one of the best in Zachary Fitzwater. And moving up and coming through the field here. Here comes another Dodge to the left side through the field. That's Mike Becker in the 43 Cummins Diesel Dodge. He, along with Cat Batson and Paul Minnick in the 48 truck, all going at it here as they come into turn number 3. Again, the 17 truck is not on the lead lap. He is one. Let's see. I think he's 1 lap down. Yeah, he is. He's 1 lap down in 35th. 3 trucks probably got knocked out of the race because of that crash, by the way. Cassie Dent, Gene Sanford, and Matt McIntyre all got knocked out of the race because of that crash on the 4th lap in this race. Meantime, Paul Minnick moves to the low side as he goes inside of Mike Becker for position. That is for, I believe, 6, I think. Nope, it's for 5th position here. Minnick runs 6th. Becker ahead of him in 5th as they come through turns number 1 and 2. Dodge on the outside, Ford Chevrolet on the low side. And now 3 wide here as Dexter Black goes inside of Zachary Fitzwater and the 6 of Nathan Hudson. Fitzwater and Hudson both got a little bit cozy going through turns number 1 and 2, or turns number 3 and 4, I should say, excuse me. Things happen so quick you don't know which turn you're at from one time to the next, but all this at lap speeds. Let's see at lap speeds wise here. Let's see how the fastest lap race so far. Let's see about Zach Winkle at 1:16.959. That's the fastest lap of the race so far. So all this at just over 115 miles per hour here at this race here the Springfield Mile. And Fitzwater goes to the high side, and now Dexter Black takes second place. But here comes Paul Minnick. Minnick running strong in an MB&A 4 or MB&A Chevrolet, excuse me. As they go through into turn number 2, Black is off the wall a little bit. Seth Cole's going to follow Minnick as they go into turn number 3 now. And here comes number 1, Henry Williams, and he started this race dead last, and he's up to 8th place now. Trying for a top 5 spot now. Zach Winkle up behind him in the 88 truck. And Williams now moves up into 5th position now in the Sears Die Hard Chevy. So we got some underdogs here in this field that could surprise here and get their first victory of the season as Black gets off the wall once again. So Henry moves now in the 4th position now in the number 1 truck. And here comes Nathan Hudson down the left side of number 6 Total Chevrolet. Winkle behind him. Same with Keith Batson in 28. And Rob Evans behind him in number 30, the Team Mopar truck, the truck that won California this season, the 2-mile racetrack. And here comes the Raging Cajun, Zachary Fitzwater in that rainbow-colored DuPont Chevy, number 5. Parker brings that truck to the left side. Well, actually got loose on guys on the high side. And whoa, Mike Becker was darn close to him, giving him the bumper. Meantime, Dylan Young in the 2 truck, he's trying to work his way up to the field as well as Mitchell Collins in the 06, and also Rob Evans' teammate Johnny Gardner in the 29 truck. We talk about winners here this season. Now Gardner, we mentioned, won Milwaukee. This track looks almost like Milwaukee, except we mentioned this is a dirt track. Milwaukee is a paved track, and you can't bring a paved setup to a dirt track, obviously, because a dirt track setup is obviously a whole lot differs way vastly than any other setup. For a paved track here, and I don't care if the banking's the same, the manner of the track is the same, or anything. And here comes Moore to the low side. Quentin Moore in the 21 truck as he tries to work his way back up to the field here. He gets by Becker. That's for 17th. And Cole Deaver in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet trying to make his way through the field here. Deaver trying to drive like you know what. So as they come down the backstretch, Parker got off the wall a little bit off turn number 2, and now they go to turn 3 now. And Seth Cole and Paul Minnick both slide back, and Cole Deaver just about got into Seth's truck and just about turned him around. Meantime, back up front, it's still Jessica Shelton out in front in the number 4 truck, and she gets off the wall, and here comes Dexter Black for the lead. And actually, Black's going to go for the lead there, but sneaking by both of them is Nathan Hudson in the 6th round. He's going to take the lead. But Dexter Black says, no way! And they come off to number 4, and the start-finish line, Hudson led that lap. But here comes Rob Evans in the number 30 truck. Keep your eye on that number 30 Mopar truck. He might be a good one to watch here. Black and Shelton both get off the wall just a little bit here. So they go on into turn number 3. On board with Jessica Shelton. And that vibration you see right there from the in-truck camera, that's what dirt racing can do to you. Those trucks that is some, these trucks vibrate. And whoa, Black and Shelton both on the wall, smack the wall, I should say, hard. And who's that taking the lead? It's Evans in the 30 truck taking the lead from Hudson. Hudson also got the wall a little bit through turn number 2. And pulling up to the back of Shelton's truck is another Ford, Keith Batson in 28. Henry Williams up there. Keith's wife, Kat Batson, in the 50 truck. She's up there. The 8 of Matt Haas. And the 2 of Dylan Young. He's worked his way up in the top 10 up to 10th place. Fitzwater running in 11th. Quentin Moore in 12th. Logan Williams at the 13th position now. Cole Deaver in 14th. Seth Cole 15th. And here comes Gardner, Becker, and Matthews now, along with Zach Winkle. Becker gets by Gardner. And here comes Matthews to the low side, trying to go to the inside of Becker. Nothing doing for the time being, but trying to get by here as we watch from inside Kyle Matthews' truck as we drive on board the AC Delco Chevy. Running right behind his buddy Seth Cole in 25, and whoa, Kyle's on the back bumper of that Dodge big time. Just past halfway home here, 26 in the books, and we're down to 24 to go here at Springfield, the Springfield Mile. 50 laps of distance here today. Cole Deaver trying to go low side of Quentin Moore as again you ride with Kyle Matthews at number 52. Check to see where our in-truck cameras are running right now. In fact, Levi McIntyre's not far behind Kyle Matthews as well too in the 99 truck. Levi running 17th. Winkle got off the wall a little bit off turn number 2. Levi trying to come to the inside here. Trying to make a pass here as they go through turn number 3. And Paul Minnick actually moves him up the track. You saw that from the mirror just barely. And Matthews gets off the wall a little bit off turn number 4. 15th is where he's running right now in the 52 machine. Meantime, Rob Evans got off the wall, and that means we're going to have a new leader, obviously. It's the number 06, Mitchell Collins, is now going to lead it. Jessica Shelton's up to second place now. But here comes Jess down the low side of the racetrack here. She moves inside of Collins for the lead. Collins led that lap in a 06 truck, but when you go to turn number 1, it's going to be Jessica Shelton out in front, back again. What some good racing we're seeing here at the Springfield Mile. We're far from over here. We're what would be 20 laps from the finish here in this race. Off turn number 4 they come. Both those trucks running the high groove here. 2 Fords out in front here in this race here today. Actually make that a third Ford here. Dylan Young's up the 3rd position. Matt Haas in the 4th. And they got another Ford there, Logan Williams in the 5th position. So they got 4 Fords in the top 5 spots. Matt Haas being the lone non-Ford product in 4th position in the Chevrolet. And Rob Evans is the leading Dodge in the field in 6th position. Nathan Hudson trying to make his way back up to the front as he gets past the 50 truck of Cat Matson. And here comes Logan to the low side. Ooh, he and Dylan Young almost made contact. Come off turn number 2. Rob Evans right there behind him as they go through turn number 3. Mitchell Collins up the track. He's going to slide backwards just a little bit now. And now Matt Haas sets sail in pursuit of Jessica Shelton for the number 1 spot. Boy, Haas's car got a little bit sideways through turns 1 and 2, but hey, it's dirt track racing. You're supposed to go sideways. And look at how much ground that Haas gained on Shelton. Here they go to turn number 3. Haas going for the lead. Oh, he got close to turns 3 and 4. And it's a drag race to the start-finish line. Who leads this lap between the 4 and the 8? It's going to be Shelton by about a half a truck length. But Matt Haas is going to capitalize, and he goes to the lead now in turn number 1. So, lead change here on lap number 34 in this race here. And now Logan Williams in a 7 truck. He's another one of those underdogs that possibly could surprise here. Same sponsors, Levi McIntyre, and same sponsorship, and also the same manufacturer, but albeit a different team. This is not the same team that McIntyre rushed for, just like the 4 and the 2 trucks there. Same sponsors, same look, and the same manufacturers, but the different teams again. Mitchell Collins in a 06 now. He moves inside of Hudson for a position here as he's about to take it. That's going to move him up to 5th, I believe. $35 laps down, 15 to go here at Springfield. Henry Williams, he's worked his way back up to the field here as we watch this battle between Rob Evans and Quentin Moore. The 30 and the 21 trucks, Keith Batson up there, and as well as Dexter Black. You remember he led a lap earlier in this race, I think, too. And Sebastian Dent, the 19 truck, he's up there as well, too. He's in 13th. Johnny Gardner's 14th. Kyle Matthews is in 15th. Now you got Ford in the high side, Dodge in the middle, Chevy on the low side, and you may have another Chevy right down there as Paul Minnick tries to work his way up to the field there in the number 48 MBNA Chevy, but Zachary Fitzwater spoiled that for him to the low side. Roberto Crown Jr. up there in the 62 truck. He's in contention for a top 20 finish, as is Levi McIntyre in the 99 truck. And Johnny Gardner got kicked up to the high side of the number 29 Mopar machine. As Minnick tries to get past him, he does so. So that drops Johnny to 18th at the line the last time by. But now McIntyre goes by, as does Mike Becker, both trying to get by, and now Gardner, Matthews, and Minnick, all three of them got off the wall a little bit, coming off turn number 2. And here comes James Sykes in the 83 truck, Charles Sanford in 16. And Charles now gets by Cole as they go through turns 1 and 2 here. Charles up to 22nd position. As we go back to the top spots, as we go back to the lead spots here, Jessica Shelton has fallen back a little bit. And who's leading now? It's the 7 of Logan Williams who's now leading in the 7 XI Batteries truck. So Logan Williams may possibly pull up an upset here as we're coming up on 10 to go this time by. Dylan Young, one of the best in the field, he's at the 2nd position here in number 2, trying to go for the win. Matt Haas up there in 3rd position, Hudson in 4th, Henry Williams in the 1 truck up the 5th spot, Kat Batson in the 50 truck, she's up to 6th. Keep your eye on that Granger Ford, that truck looks pretty fast here. Off turn number 4 they come here, and here comes Dylan Young for the lead, and he's got it! And they come up on the lap truck of Josh King in the 49 truck. Josh King on the tail end of the lead lap here in 33rd position, though. He hopes to not be lapped there, but Logan Winston comes back up side by side. Young got past him, but now Logan is close behind there, as you got a pair of Fords nose to tail here, 1st and 2nd. Then you got Chevys in 3rd and 4th, and another Ford in 5th. And then you got another Ford in 6th position trying to close her way back up. That's Jessica Shelton in the Ford truck. She's at the 6th position, making her trying to move her way back up to the field. But here comes Logan back to the left side of Dylan for the number 1 spot. Nope. 42 in the books, 8 to go. Williams tries to listen again, but here comes Hudson in the 6. Logan Williams takes the lead for the time being, but here comes Nathan Hudson in number 6 there. The Coors, the total Coors Ford, or Chevrolet, excuse me. I'm getting a little bit, sorry I can't talk here. Anyway, Hudson has the 2nd position for the time being, but Dylan Young tries to fight back on the outside of the track as Logan goes back to the top spot here. But Hudson, does he have any time to get past the number 7 truck? Off turn number 4 they come. Mitchell Cohen's getting by Matt Haas, but Haas, here comes the crossover move. He gets by Collins, and here comes Kat Batson in the 50 truck. She's trying to get by the 50 truck, and here comes Hudson for the lead. And Nathan Hudson, the number 6 truck, goes to the top spot as he brings the total Chevrolet to the top spot, but Dylan Young's not out of this yet. Ford in 1st, and you got Chevy 2nd, and you got Chevy in 1st, and you got Ford 2nd and 3rd. Dylan slinging that truck sideways here as they go. Boy, several trucks there doing some position. So several positions being exchanged late in this race here. But here comes Kat Batson out. She gets by the 06 of Mitchell Collins. And here she comes inside of Matt Haas in the 8 truck. Meantime, it's Hudson versus Dylan Young, two of the best in the NNSCRA, going at it here in the Springfield Nationals. And Dylan Young drives that truck deep in the turn number 3. He's got the lead. Hudson fighting back on the outside. Hudson up on the back bumper at number 2 Ford. 3 laps to go. Hudson drives it inside again, off turn number 2. And Hudson pulls ahead by about a half a truck length off the second turn here. Young's tapped the wall a little bit off the second turn, but doesn't hinder that truck much. In the turn number 3, Young pulls back on the back bumper for the second place. Wow. We may be in for a heck of a finish here. 2 laps to go. Could this be one of those classic NNSCRA finishes? We'll find out here. Kat Batson in 3rd position. In case, remember, Kat Batson's in 3rd in case something happens to those front 2 trucks. Or I should say Matt Haas is running 4th in case something happens to the front 3 trucks. Because here comes Batson. She's closing up in the back of Dylan Young's truck. Who's going to win this race here? The white flag waves for Nathan Hudson. He has got 1 lap remaining. Does Dylan Young have anything for that number 6 truck? Can those 2 Fords hook up on the last lap here? We're half a mile away from the checkered flag here. Hudson drives into turn number 3. Young tries to go low through turns number 3 and 4 they come. I don't know if he's got anything. He tries to make one last-ditch effort. He does not do so. Off to number 4, checkered flag. Nathan Hudson wins the Springfield Nationals here at the Springfield Mile. So the man who comes from the same piece of land as Sean Galligan and Joshua Collard come from, the Jelly UK, takes the victory here today as he brings the number 6 Total Chevrolet to victory lane. Dylan Young a hard-fought 2nd place. 3rd will go to Kat Batson. 4th to Matt Haas. 5th to Mitchell Collins. 6th to Logan Williams. Levi McIntyre drove like a bat out of you-know-where. Moves up to finishing 7th in this race. 8th to Quentin Moore. 9th to Jessica Shelton. And 10th position to Kyle Matthews. Average speed 103.58 miles per hour. 1 caution, I think 2 caution. I think it was 1 caution. I think only slowed this race down. I'm not sure. That's not bad. Rest of the finishing order here: Roberto Crown Jr. with a solid finish, finishing in 11th position. 12th will go to Rob Evans. 13th Charles Sanford. 14th to Sebastian Dent. Seth Cole 15th. 16th to Zachary Bitzwater. Cole Deaver 17th, excuse me. 18th will go to Joshua Osborne. 19th to Mike Becker. 20th will go to Keith Batson. 21st position will go to Henry Williams. He was up there in the top 5 for much of this, up in the top 10 much of this race too, and he slid back late. Dexter Black 22nd, he was up there early on. Zach Winkle 23rd, he was up there early on as well too. So Ty Dent 24th, Johnny Gardner who was up there as well too, led a couple of laps in this race I think as well too. He ends up 25th. Phil Parker 26th, James Sykes 27th, Nathan Orman 28th, 29th will go to Stephen Colon, 30th to Daniel Bouchard, and 31st to Scott Upton. Rest of the finishing order here: Robbie Bogues, Paul Minnick, Jesse Turner, Josh King was the last truck to finish this race. And 3 trucks were out of the race. That's Cassie Dent, Gene Samper, and Matt McIntyre. So 35 trucks finished this race, and 31 of them finished on the lead lap. So that will do it here today at the Springfield Nationals. Here, congratulations once again to Nathan Hudson as he wins today's Springfield Nationals here for the NNSCRA Hunt Brothers Pizza Truck Series. And for now, this is Rebels from 1985, saying this has been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We will see you at the next race on the tour at Pocono.